What's up, Video Game Nation? TommyDrama here, and this is the DramaFest for January 2017. DramaFest is a video game pickups video, and I'll go over my games beat and stuff like that too at the end. Alright, first up, if you see my shirt, it says Gaming for Brooklyn. This is the daughter of one of the guys I follow on Instagram. This company named Gnarly Nerd Clothing made this shirt. They make a lot of cool gaming shirts and stuff. I have no affiliation, but if you buy this shirt or their other Brooklyn ones, proceeds go to her. She's got liver cancer. Well, she did. She just got a transplant, but obviously it's good to support those things, and it would still help them out financially. Yeah, and the main reason I'm bringing this up too, obviously, is you can donate. I'll have a link below. But also, I entered in some raffles put on for that cause, and I actually won. So to start, let's start here. I won, basically there's over 800 tickets, tons of people came together and put in tons of prizes, and one bigger Instagram guy named They Call Me Solo is his Instagram name, and he hosted it essentially, and I think he probably put stuff into it too, and there was like 35 lots of stuff. Then you bought tons of tickets, unlimited tickets you wanted, and then they drew, and then you won, and you won a slot, like a number, like 1 through 35-ish. It was like 35 or 33. And basically, once all the winners were drawn, they went down this list of the winners, and they got to pick what pile. So it wasn't like, you know, you won this game console or this Game Boy or this lot of PS2 games. You got to pick from what was left. So it wasn't like you just won a random thing. It was very cool. So I actually won 3 slots. I bought 20 tickets, but I mean, again, the odds were incredibly low. I won the most, which I am not bragging. I'm super happy about and thankful, and it's amazing. And I just more wanted to donate with the off chance of possibly winning. And like I said, I think there was 800 tickets total that he posted when I saw all the numbers. And I just got incredibly lucky, which is very cool. And anyone that follows me on Instagram or anything, no, I'm not, getting rid of these. I think some people were talking, well, you could just win and then sell it, and people do that stuff or whatever. I'm keeping these for my collection. So first thing I picked, which I was so happy to get, was Vey for the Sega CD. As you see, I'm not doing the top-down thing this week, or this month. And this is a very cool RPG by Working Designs for the Sega CD. Super pumped to have this. I'm going to do a video soon on this, playing some, probably do a playthrough. Maybe not the whole thing. Obviously, it'd be super long since it's an RPG, but maybe the first hour or two. Super pumped to have that. It's my first, rare Sega CD game. I don't even care that it's rare. I love being able to get a hold of, or play older RPG games that I never got to when I was young because I didn't either, know about it or afford it or whatever. Anyway, so then I won 2 more lots. The next lot I won, I don't remember I got that first. I don't remember which one of these I picked next when I was down the list. I got number 2, so I got number 2 pick. Then I got number 15 and then number 21 or something like that. I mean, it was amazing. Anyway, I picked an Atari 2600. I don't have one. This is the light sixer. I guess there's a heavy sixer, more internals and stuff, and some of this is a little different. It's more sought after. I don't know if it's more original parts. I don't remember what all the things is, but I know bigger collectors, especially Atari ones, like that. But this, anyway, it's an Atari 2600. It's the wood one. It's nice. I took this whole thing apart and cleaned it, made sure nothing was weird on the inside. Not that it mattered. I wouldn't return it. I won it. And it came with 3 controllers. Atari only uses 2, but I got 3 of these controllers, so that's cool. And it also came with 2 games. Like I said, I got really lucky. So I got Pitfall and with it, and Jawbreaker. And this is a console I've wanted for quite a while, and I've actually picked up some games for it, so I was really happy. I've been eyeballing it for about the past year for pulling the trigger on buying one. Next, I won one more console I picked, and the Sega Master System, also something I've literally picked up a couple games in the last year, so I was super happy to get one. I took it apart and cleaned it as well. Very cool. If you're watching this, you probably are a big enough gamer you already know, but the Sega Master System is the 8-bit console. It came before the Genesis, so this is what came out when the NES pretty much came out. It was that generation. Came with 1 controller, very similar to the NES, a D-pad, but it's kind of got extra little notches where, instead of the cross, it's got actual buttons in the corners. You can kind of spin your finger around more. 2 buttons, all that. 2 games, Afterburner and Great Golf. And, the Sega Master System did a lot better in other countries. It didn't do that well over here, but I think it did far better in Europe and Japan, and especially South America. It did really well, and people still made homebrews and weird hacks and all that stuff for it for years, even up till now. There's like Sega Master System's still a big thing. Okay, moving on. So that's what I won for that. And then a lot of people held a lot of these things just to raise money for this family and, you know, the girl and everything, which is very cool. And I'm all for helping people out and stuff. Yeah, I said this, Gnarly Nerd Co. You can look at that. And then I'll put a link, too, to their GoFundMe. They're just, you know, trying to raise money and everything like that. And, you know, even though she got a transplant, you never know what could happen after, God forbid. And it's always just good to help out here. And if this is a long time from now and, you know, that the whole thing's, let's say, magically paid off or it's decades, you know, just help people out more, you know? Like, find a good cause, make sure it's legitimate, and put money towards it. It's a good thing to give back. Anyway, another guy, God, his name's like Retro Trade Sales or something like that on Instagram. His real name's Caleb. I follow a couple of his accounts, and I'll put the link below. I'll write his Instagram just like everyone else's. He did an auction. He had some people donate, just a smaller auction, because this was, like I said, raffle tickets. This was an auction. He put up certain things for a couple days. Everyone could bid on it. I think it was like a week or so. And he had some really good stuff up there. Anyway, I bid on, and I ended up winning Zelda, The Four Swords Adventures. I've always really wanted this. Maybe if I can get 3 more friends one day, I can actually play it. Super pumped. I've gotten a lot more into Zelda games recently. And I'll actually put right here, I don't have the full description. He deletes after people buy things and stuff like that or auctions end. But I got part of the conversation where I actually got in a bidding war with myself because it was for a good cause. So I thought it'd be funny. I just started jacking up the price. I mean, not a ton, but I went up like 10 or 15 or something like that bucks. Anyway. All right, moving on. Let's see. I got one 360 game this month. I got Chronicles of Riddick, Assault on Dark Athena, and if you see down there, what's cool is it actually comes with the remastered 2004 classic Escape from Butcher Bay, which was the other Chronicles of Riddick game on original Xbox. And obviously, I've never played that, and I really want to, and I've heard it's a very good game. And so I'm happy to get the remastered 360 edition, you know, just have it run through actual HDMI and all that, and just I'd rather play the better quality game the first time through. And I don't know if Dark Athena is any good, but I mean, it's a 2-pack, and that was very cool. Got it at a pawn shop. That's one of the few cases I actually haven't cleaned yet. I got a couple stickers on it. Normally I do that well before this kind of stuff. Anyway, then I got one PS1 game this month. I got The Incredible Hulk on PS1. I have no idea if this is any good. I was going to use this as a stand while talking, but I'll just hold them up. So I have no idea if this is any good. This is Incredible Hulk, the Pantheon Saga. But I'm going to do something cool in the future, so I'm trying to collect a lot of the Incredible Hulk games, specifically not like Avengers. I mean, I have some of those, and Marvel, but for what I'm going to do in the upcoming, like a couple photos for Instagram and video, I'm just trying to find the Hulk exclusive games. Going on with that, I got one Game Boy Advance game, The Incredible Hulk. That's Pantheon Saga, so this is different, but I've seen a couple other games with the same logo, so I don't know if they're all the same. Anyway, moving on, I got one Game Boy Color, or Game Boy, I don't know, it's not even a game, it's a peripheral, but it's the Game Boy camera, which I never had one of these, but my cousin did, and he had the printer, and he even had an e-reader, which didn't really have to do with this, but he had a lot of those, and he used to print and make the little, you print it out black and white and kind of pixelated, and then they made like stickers out of them too. I've always wanted one of these, just something fun to have in the collection. It's working. You know, I'm going to mess with it, and, you know, I guess you could take a couple photos just to put up on social media for fun. I got one NES game. This is actually Brooklyn's dad. He sells stuff. The Shiz Games. I'll put him down below on Instagram. Her dad. I just got Super Mario Land. I had this when I was a kid. I don't have it now. Happy to get it back in my collection. Got a good deal on that. I got one... Well, besides Four Swords Adventures, I got one other GameCube game this month. PK Out of the Shadows. I've never heard of it, but I like Disney. A lot of Disney games are very cool. It's cel-shaded, which is pretty cool. And for this generation, I try to get everything multi-platform games that are on multiple consoles, original Xbox. And then if it's not on that and it's on the other two, PS2 and GameCube, I try to go for GameCube just because I had one of those. Actually, 2 different times I had one of those in its lifespan. And I just like it a lot more. I don't hold as much, nostalgia or memory towards the PS2, and I like the controller of the GameCube. So this was only on GameCube and PS2, so I went for GameCube for it. I got, 5 original Xbox games. Got Call of Duty Finest Hour. I've actually heard this was good. Someone recently, when I posted that up on Instagram. Call of Duty 2, the big red one. I've not played either of these, but I've beat pretty much every other Call of Duty except the newest one, Infinite Warfare, I'm working through. Got 2 Harry Potter games. I got Harry Potter 3, Prisoner of Azkaban, and then Harry Potter 4, Goblet of Fire. I'm trying to get all the Harry Potter games. I thought it'd be fun to maybe do some videos. And I've always liked the books. Harry Potter and Sorcerer's Stone was one. I mean, I'd read books before that, but that was one of the books that really got me into reading. Yeah, maybe do some videos for that. And I want to get them all on the Xbox ones, 1 per book, and then the 360, because I think number 5 is when they switch over. I have about half of them. And then the Lego games. I think I have both of those. I thought I like some of the Lego games are pretty fun. Family Guy, the video game. Really happy to get this. Pretty cool. I've never played it. It's cel-shaded, similar to like PK. I've got a video idea I'm going to do for the 360 PS3 one, the Back to the Multiverse. I might do something similar with this in the future. So, and then Pariah. I don't know a ton about this, but I've always heard decent things about it. So, looks like a cool shooter, first-person shooter for original Xbox. All right, I got 5 N64 games this month. I am going for a full set. My current number is a little over 100, so including these. Milo's Astro Lanes, bowling, never played it. NBA Hang Time, very happy to get this. I know I played this a lot. I'm not big into sports games, but there's some that are good, and I remember this, if I recall, this was pretty cool and similar to NBA Jam. I really can't remember exactly what all you did, but I remember I specifically liked this for the N64. It was the basketball game I preferred. Cruis'n World, I mean, I feel like everyone my age and anyone should play cruising games. Cruis'n USA, Cruis'n World, all those in the arcades. They're always fun. I had one for the N64. I have there's a couple other ones. I think there's 2 more. I have one of them. Fighter's Destiny 1. I think there's a sequel to this. I've never played either of these. And then Madden 2002. I think I have all the Maddens now. So it's one of the few consoles I'm actually going for a full set just because of my age and everything. A lot of people that come over in my age range, that's kind of casual gamers or non-gamers kind of would flock to, and I think it'd be very cool to have them all. And there's just tons of good games in my opinion. I got a couple Amiibo. Got Link, Legend of Zelda, an 8-bit version. This is really cool. I really like it. I mean, it's very much so. Obviously the original Zelda games. And then I got Daisy of the Mario series. Pretty cool. Nice thing is Best Buy, you get 20% off games if your Gamers Club Unlocked, but you get 20% off on Amiibo, which a lot of people don't know, which make them super cheap. Actually, they did a big clearance recently, well, it'll be in a future video, on some Animal Crossing that I got a really good deal on. This was a limited run games distribution. This is the HD remake of Oddworld Stranger's Wrath for PS Vita. This is HD. The original came on original Xbox. Really happy to have this. They did a limited run of that, obviously. I got one other Atari game. This is Donkey Kong by Nintendo. It's the tan copy. It says Coleco, but it says it's for Atari, so I guess they made games for. Back in that generation, the second generation's like the first. Generation 1's just Pong consoles. That's what the generation's considered of consoles. Second generation's your Ataris, your ColecoVisions, all those type of consoles. And they all like made stuff for each other. There weren't a lot of like rules and restrictions back then, so everyone was just trying to make a buck any way they could. I got 4 PS4 games. I got this by Square Enix. I'm always curious to try out some of their games. Star Ocean. Looks pretty cool. This is Day 1 edition. Integrity and Faithlessness. It's pretty cheap. It was under $20. Got that on Amazon. 3 more limited run games, meaning the physical copies. At this point, if I have them, they're sold out. They release them a very small, usually under 10,000 copies. But all these games are digital. This one I almost bought digitally multiple times, so I'm super happy to get a physical copy. Firewatch. I've only heard good things about this. Looks super cool. I'm definitely going to do a video of playing through this. Pumped. This one looks very cool too. Lone Survivor, the director's cut. Jasper Byrne game. It's a side-scrolling survival horror. It looks pretty neat. I really like the art style. And then Stealth Inc., A Clone in the Dark Ultimate Edition. Looks pretty cool. This is like a puzzle platformer kind of. I did at some point. This was a PlayStation thing. I just got my PlayStation a full year of it finally because I'm going to do some PSVR games, and some of those are online only. I want to do some videos for those, so I purchased a year. But at some point, one month, when I did have like just a couple months, like 6 months ago, one of these stealth games was, and I played it for a little while on the Vita. And it was cool. It was a cool like puzzle platformer. All right, that's all the games I picked up. Now I'm gonna go over the games beat real quick. I beat 5 this month. I beat Volume for the PS Vita. This was also a limited run, but you can get this digitally. There's not much on the back. Now this one, real quick, I beat this game. There's 100 levels. It's a stealth, like roguelike puzzle game, and I need help. If anyone can help me. I'm only missing 2 trophies, but in reality 1. The last trophy is just get every trophy. So the last one I need to unlock that and get platinum for this is you get like every file or text, and there's anywhere from like 1 to 5 in each level. Most of them only have like 1 to 3. 100 levels. I played every level twice, and at least 10 or 20 levels 3 times, looking up on the forums like which is the easiest level. They do not tell you, even after you beat the game, what levels you have or what files you have and haven't collected in each level. It's such a pain. If anyone can help me with this, I don't care when. I mean, you can just look me up on PlayStation to see if I have the platinum yet, but currently I do not. And it's March. I'm filming this quite late. I filmed this once and I had a big mess up. The audio didn't record and all that. My fault. Anyway, if anyone can help me with this, please. I played, like I said, all the levels multiple times. I cannot. I'm probably missing like 1 file, and I really don't want to play all 100 levels a whole another time. At this point, I played the game like 2.3 times or something. You know, it's ridiculous. So yeah, I hope they come up with an update with that. They probably never will, but man, if anyone can help me, please. That was a platinum I wanted from the get-go and really took my time through all the levels, and I just don't have it. All right, 2 more games. I don't have them. They're in storage. I'm in between places. I'll just put up right here. Pinocchio for the Super Nintendo. I played this, obviously, a ROM of it, but I have the copy. Super Nintendo. It was a Disney platformer. Not too hard. It was fun. I liked it. It wasn't too long either. I want to say it was under 5 hours. Like, can't remember. It was like 2 and 3, around 3 or 4 maybe. That sounds about right. And then I also did another Super Nintendo. I beat Hook for the SNES. That was harder. It was really good though. I liked it. Yeah, it had a lot of cool aspects to it. And I played it on the Retron 5, so I did use the save state a few times because it got pretty tricky, and you know, it really stinks when you get a full, complete like game over when you're way into it. So I think a couple times, like a quarter of the way through the game, halfway, 3/4, and towards the end, yeah, I definitely had to save a few times. And this is a game back then when a lot of games did not have saves, so I didn't use. Well, I mean, some people might consider that cheating, but whatever. I wanted to play it, and I played the crap out of it. I probably put close to 10 hours in it, so. And I didn't save like every time I got past like a little thing. You know, I was sparingly doing that. Anyway, as I ramble on about the morality of save states, I beat, which one was first? Okay, this is number 2 in the Shantae series. This is Shantae Risky's Revenge. This was also a limited run. And you can get this digitally. This originally was released on the DSiWare, I think that's what it's called, like Nintendo DSi. They had like a little digital store, and this was one of those games. It was only that way. This picks up right where the Game Boy Color version leaves off, the first Shantae. It was a really cool game. I was really impressed with it. I put it in on a whim. I played the whole thing. I played the entire thing, actually. It's PS4, but I actually remote played the whole thing on my PS Vita. Really cool game. I like that it actually tied into the first game, even though I haven't beat that game. I've only played like the first 20 minutes. So I want a real copy of that, but it goes for, as of right now, in start of 2017, it goes for like $300 or something like that. I think it's easily one of the top 5 most expensive Game Boy Colors, as far as I know. I don't think there's that many more. It might be the number 1. And then I beat the 3rd one in the series right after that because I liked it so much, and I got it at the same time. Shantae and the Pirate's Curse. This is the 3rd one. Also very cool. It picks up right where this story. And this might have just been an eShop game. Like, you know, that was more like when the 3DS came out maybe, or I don't remember actually. I really don't remember. But I didn't play any of them when they originally came out. But what's cool is even though I played these in a row, they changed. Not only are you still playing the same world, but they changed enough. There was a big graphical difference. You know, this was like 3 years later or whatever. Maybe, I don't know, 3 to 5 years later, something like that. Maybe it was even earlier, but they changed enough on how the game plays. So like you have power-ups, and like in this one you have different suits. Like you're a half genie, so you actually have like a monkey suit that allows you to be more agile and get to places you can't, and like different powers and stuff correlating. And you have different power-ups you level up, and different money that you use. I mean it's a platformer, but it's almost got like some action RPG aspects on how you level your character, go back to town and spend money and stuff. And then this one, they really changed that all up, so it doesn't feel like you're just playing more of the same game. Similar, but they changed enough that it was very cool that I still felt like it was fresh when I started this one, like literally a day maybe after that one. Really liked it. All right, that's all the games I beat. My Xbox Live gamer score at the end of January was 134,359. I had some errors on my own fault. I do not have my PlayStation numbers. But obviously my February video, you can see where I'm at, or the January, and just kind of split the difference somewhere in there. That's it for my pickups and games beat DramaFest for January 2017. Feel free to like, if you're watching right now, hit that thumbs up. Come on, I got people watching these, and sometimes they just don't hit the button. Comment, tell me either what game you think's the best, or maybe if I said anything wrong, or if you have any ideas or thoughts for future stuff. And please subscribe if you enjoy this. Yeah, I'm just rambling now because I can't think of anything else. I hope you guys enjoy your week or day or year or whenever you're watching this, and make sure to donate to things. Give back to the community and the world. Be a little happier of a gamer. There's too many negative people online. All right, see ya.